Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm doing another part of my zodiac drive with me. I just woke up, it's pretty early, so I can barely talk right now. You can probably hear it in my voice. But anyway, so today's drive with me is going to be with my Aquarius friend Kat, and I think this one's going to be really cool because I'm an Aquarius, if you guys didn't know. So it's pretty much going to be two Aquarius having a conversation, and as usual I have questions from you guys from Instagram. If you want to take part in the next one, then make sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can ask some questions next time. Yeah, so we're going to be answering those questions, going over some topics, and just having some conversations about whatever else comes up. And you guys are gonna see how I interact with an Aquarius. But yeah, I think you guys are really gonna like Kat. She's really cool, and I feel like we're gonna have some really sick conversations. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you wanna check out Kat and I on Instagram, you definitely can. I'm gonna link everything down below. One more thing, I have my merch line, Zodiac Haven, which is pretty much all Zodiac merch and apparel. If you guys wanna check that out, feel free to do so. You can use the coupon code TheAmateurGuru for 10% off everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see my conversation with an Aquarius, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so this is my friend Kat.
Hi.
She's an Aquarius.
Let me go. I brought something.
What'd you bring?
It was appropriate.
Oh my god, it's amethyst! Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Oh my god, so I'm into that stuff too, eh?
Yeah.
I have so many pieces.
It's our birthstones, which
Yes.
we're going to be talking about.
Oh my god, I love that. I didn't even know you brought that. That's so funny. You know what's funny? Before I knew Aquarius was my stone, or crystal or whatever. What do you call them? Do you call them stones, crystals?
Both.
I call them everything, yeah. So before I even knew that, every time I'd go to a crystal shop, I would be like so drawn to it. And I ended up with like 10 pieces of amethyst. And then I go to my room, like, why do I have so many pieces? I looked it up and I was like, holy shit.
Because it's your birthstone.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was super weird.
I love them. They're so pretty and like,
Oh, they're so pretty. I like wearing the jewelry too.
yeah,
Like
I
this
have
one
my
here.
own too.
Oh, really?
This one on.
Oh my god, I saw those on my site.
Really?
Yeah.
You should get one.
Yeah, I don't even have one. I should buy one. Yeah.
The first one is, are you getting Starbucks?
Yep.
How do you deal with pride as an Aquarius? I don't. Just kidding.
I was like, shit, I'm not.
Like, having pride like me, like.
Yeah, like, do you have a lot of pride? And if you do, how do you deal with it?
I think that we just don't really like to be wrong in general.
Yeah.
And that brings up a lot of pride, and it's not me trying to be like, oh my god, my pride is just like, I hate being wrong. And it's bad because like you have to be an adult about things. So what I do is, I guess, like, I just try to put it aside, but then I also always have to say everything I need to say.
I used to be extremely prideful, like toxic prideful.
Yeah.
And I finally like became aware of it and like what it was doing to my relationships and everything like that, and I was like, okay, Ashley, put yourself in check and fix that. Like, do you feel like you ever went through, like, you stopped yourself from a good thing or missed on opportunities?
Yeah, all the time. And like and then like having to do the work to figure out why that you are prideful, like why are you hurt, because pride is not just a thing, right? It's always rooted from something, whether it's fear, jealousy,
insecurity, anything.
Yeah,
that's so true. Yeah. I never thought of that, actually, like figuring out why you're prideful.
So pride is not just like it's rooted from something. Like jealousy is rooted from insecurity.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
like, I'm just jealous.
Yeah, every like fault really is rooted from something, and it's like, I'm sorry, not fault, flaw. And like, it's fine as long as we know and we're like aware of them. It's crazy because I never really thought about that before. I love your stories. I love your stories because I feel like what you're at, like from what I can tell, what you're at is kind of like what I'm beginning to go through right now. Like with your whole self-awareness thing and everything and mindfulness and all that. Like, I feel like whenever I see your posts, I'm just like, holy shit, like that's like literally like your routine, for example. I do the same shit except at night. Like, I do the exact same thing, and like I go through this whole thing every night. It's like I put aside about an hour and a half every night to write in my journal, to say all my affirmations, and I take time on them.
Yeah.
Like I'll take like 2 minutes per affirmation because I'm really like into it, right?
Oh my gosh, right? When you resonate and then you say it again and again.
Exactly. And then until you convince yourself, right? And then you get like more passionate about it. And then I do like a long ass shower. And like I do like a meditation in the shower, and then I do a meditation before bed, and then I do like this whole reflection time, and then I read my book and drink tea, and then I go to bed. And it's like a really important part of my day now, but before I didn't do that, and it's like, it's made the biggest fucking difference. Like, oh my god, it's made such a difference.
We're not really, like, life currently is not really set up in a way to be self-aware, because you're either putting your energy, mental state into other things, whether it's school, work, friendships, like anything, right? So it's you really have to find the time to go internal.
Exactly.
Or else you won't. It's so great that you're doing that as well, because it's so easy to have screen time before anything.
Yes.
Like,
oh my god.
when you're on your own, just like Netflixing or
Instagram. That for me was the worst before.
Yeah, which can be seen as like, okay, I'm just spending time on my own, but like it's not internal, because like you're just like being stimulated and looking at all of the other people's and what they're doing.
And subconsciously it could be really affecting you if you see something that you're envious of, or like anything really. Like I used to be like that.
Yeah.
Like I'd see it and I had to unfollow a bunch of people because I was like, okay, this is a trigger for me.
Yeah.
Let me unfollow until I'm at the place where it doesn't affect me.
I know, social media is so weird, because you get affected by everything. I have this like tractor theory that's like, I can see someone and they buy a tractor, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, I've done nothing with my life, like I'm just never gonna be that. I don't want a tractor.
Exactly. Exactly.
Why am I pressed?
Yeah, it's so true. Like oh my god, I go through the same shit in my mind. Like I see things that I've never thought of before, and the second I see them, I'm like instantly like, oh my god, like why didn't I have one?
Oh my gosh.
I need to get on that. Like it's
like,
so true.
Together, like I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
That's the worst one, the when you feel like you haven't done anything based on somebody else's
Oh my god,
achievements.
exactly, because then you're just comparing, and it's like, comparing is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it can like kill you mentally. Like it's just so terrible for you.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
god.
social media, you can literally compare yourself to anyone.
Anyone.
Like people who are like your peers or like your level or whatever, but also like celebrities.
Yeah,
or,
Instagram
like,
models,
public figures,
YouTubers, people from high school, like anything. Like little things can trigger you for no fucking reason.
I had a thought about the pride question. Sometimes Aquarii.
I say Aquarius,
I like
but it's probably Aquarii.
Okay, we're gonna say Aquarius.
Yeah, it sounds
no way I'm
horrible.
gonna say Aquarius. Tend to like want to be different, and because we are unique, but sometimes we'll like be like, oh my god, like that thing's trendy, I'm gonna go against it, and like all those things, and
oh my god.
yeah, you know, and like
so true.
and like things like we never want to be copied, and like also like all these can like contribute to our pride and stuff, because we don't like to feel like,
but we're stopping ourselves from things that we enjoy and that we like.
Right? Oh my god,
like,
yeah, there's so many things that I want to do, but
like even for example these Vans that I'm wearing, I didn't want to buy them because everybody has Vans, and I'm just like, every person wears these Vans, like I don't want to be the same person. And so then I wasn't gonna buy them, but I keep thinking this outfit will look good with this outfit will look good with it. And then I'm just, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy them. I'll probably look like everyone else, but like fuck it. Oh my god, I never thought about that. You're kind of opening my mind to certain things. Like that's interesting. I think like you're probably one of the first Aquarius I've met in a while.
Yeah, me
like
too.
And like we're so cool. Like,
I know.
Aquarius are awesome. Like we're so fucking. Are you really weird? Like are you super weird?
I'm so strange.
Yeah, I'm so fucking weird. Like people think I'm so odd, and like I warn them, and I tell them like, wow, they're like, I'm really weird. Like you'll see, and they're like, oh no, you know, yeah. Like they laugh, and then they realize like, damn, this bitch
and
is
it's
weird.
not like I'm quirky. Like it's like
no, we're
strange.
Like yeah, like it's very questionable. I don't know where I am, by the way.
Yeah. Hello, Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck we are. I'm just driving. But you're dating someone right now, right?
Yeah.
What's his sign?
A Capricorn.
Oh no way!
Yeah, like I didn't know if you were gonna answer. Yeah, so basically, I am highly compatible with Capricorns. Yeah, the people who I can say I've loved the most has like been a Capricorn or a Cancer.
I can't stand that. Oh my god, I don't get along with them. That's so funny. Yeah, Cancers I'm better with because I think it's I'm rising.
Yeah.
But Capricorns, no. Wow.
And I just love Capricorns in general.
Why do you feel like you guys get along?
I think it's because they have a different type of intelligence than I do. They're so good at being on their own paths. And that's something that I struggle with, just trying to...
Sorry. Don't want to close today.
Yeah, like they like my partner teaches me like that it's okay to just like be my own person and be on my own path and like not conform to certain things because you feel like you have to. Like goes back to like what we were just saying about like comparison and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. That's like the biggest thing.
Like do you find that in every single one of them or?
The ones I love.
Okay.
Like as a romantic partner.
Okay.
I don't really get along with like Capricorn. It's like people.
Oh, okay. See, that's interesting.
Yeah.
See, I get along with Capricorn males, but I've never been like romantically interested in one before.
Yeah.
But I do get along with them. Capricorn females, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I find that the females are kind of selfish with me, and we don't click enough to really have that, like, form a bond.
Yeah.
So it just never goes anywhere. I don't know.
Like, there seems to be a lack of support with female Capricorns.
Yes.
And it's like
totally
for no
agree.
reason at all.
Very selfish. They can be really selfish sometimes. Unless they start to truly, truly care about you, but I just never get to that point with them.
You're also just so wishy-washy. Like, do you support me or not? It's really confusing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
exactly.
sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I like you, and other times.
Yeah, it's so weird. What's your rising and your moon sign? Do you know it?
Yeah, my rising is Aquarius. So
Whoa.
yeah, the devil, and then my moon is in Virgo.
Oh, my moon's in Virgo too.
I'm so sorry.
Weird. Oh, you don't like Virgo?
I'm so sorry. No, it's just like, it makes so much sense, you know? The biggest thing, I guess, with the moon in Virgo is, we're actually the same person.
Yeah.
Also, my critical self. It comes from that.
Yeah.
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 And
yeah,
my
for
critical
sure.
self is just like, it just does so much, and it's like one of the worst things ever. But like, of course, my freaking rising wouldn't do that to me. But yeah, so that's the one thing that makes it hard, because that's what I always associate it with.
It's the analytical Virgo. Like, they're very, like, they overthink.
Yeah.
They are, and Aquarius already overthink enough.
I know.
Like, our minds are a fucking mess sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about yours, but mine's like a mile a minute. Like, it's constantly running. It's
All the
crazy.
time.
And with the Virgo, I feel like that influence just kind of fucks it all up too. I like the Virgo, like I love Virgos, but it's just that part is just too much for me.
You love Virgos?
Yeah, you don't get along with them? I love Virgos.
No.
This is the thing, okay, so I love them, but I clash with them a lot.
Yeah.
It's so weird, like they're so stubborn.
Yeah.
They're so
They
stubborn.
actually are.
They think they know everything. And
They
it's
also
just, oh my
overthink
God.
too.
They overthink more than we do, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of crazy, but I don't know why I still love them, but they just drive me crazy.
Do you have them as romantic partners?
Yeah. Yeah, and that works really well for me.
Really?
But the friendship is where I feel like I clash with them more.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Virgos they're cool, they're fun. You know why I like them? Because they're very different from me.
Yeah, that makes sense. They are. They're
really
nothing
different.
Like this,
yeah.
Except for overthinking. But then when you have two overthinkers, then everyone's just losing it.
It just gets kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much, especially in relationships. It's just a lot of like assumptions being made and stuff like that.
They're so funny.
They are, yeah. I like them. They're fun.
Yeah.
I like them because they're very extroverted, and it kind of brings that out of me. Are you an extrovert or introvert?
This is like the thing about Aquariuses, right? Because like there's two types, and one is like super
super out there, super outgoing. The other one's more reserved.
I think it's both. But then it's so hard because like stimulations, right? Is it the nature of my work that makes me like extroverted? Is it, you know what I mean?
That's what it probably is, to be honest.
Yeah, is it? And then like I also like I live on my own and stuff like that, and like I'm always working, so like I naturally am alone, so then I feel like I have to learn how to enjoy that.
So what do you lean more towards, and what do you feel is like you're more comfortable with?
I think that introvert is the most my true self, but because I also like code switch to the gods, like I'm constantly like meshing depending on like who I'm around.
What does that mean?
Code switching is like you present almost like a different version of yourself, like depending on who you're around.
I do that subconsciously for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people do, especially like people of color,
Yeah.
because we have to be like, okay.
It's true. So if you're around like quieter people, do you feed off that and you're like more reserved, more quiet?
Yeah. Or I will then, sometimes it'll switch it, then I'll become like extroverted. Because
To bring
I'm,
them
like,
out of it. Oh, okay.
Because like that's also a thing. I can like, it's really easy for me to pick up on people's energies and like adapt to that.
Same. Did you find yourself shy growing up?
No, the complete opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
It wasn't until I started university that I was like actually like, I don't want to be around anyone ever. And then when I realized I really indulge and thrive in spiritual solitude, like now I just want to be alone all the time.
That's like me too. That's like me. Sometimes I just have to drag myself out of the house just to go out, and I usually enjoy myself. That's the thing. But it takes a lot for me to like want to go out.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I was really shy growing up. Like here's the thing, like I was shy, but I wasn't. Like, I feel like Aquarius are really like, we're like a contradiction.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of our personality is like we're one thing, but we're also the complete opposite, and it's so weird. Like, I was really shy, but growing up, I was actually doing a lot of things that you're doing now. Obviously not like professionally, but I was doing like dance, I was doing musical theater, I was doing acting, I was doing a lot of different things, and I was not shy in any of those things. Like, I was like super out there. But when I talked to people, I was like the most quiet thing ever. Like in a dance class, I would have like no friends. Like, I would have like 1 or 2 friends, and I'd be very quiet, you know? So it's really weird.
I think it's like Saturn and Uranus, like that, like is doing this, like being an extrovert and introvert. But we could be both.
You mentioned that something about your field, like what you do,
like being an extrovert comes with the nature of the field I'm in.
Yeah. Like, how does that work?
Constant communication with others, working with others, whether it means like networking, whether it means going to events, seeing shows. I am constantly in shows with people or working with people, like all the time.
Do you find that you're outgoing in all these situations? Like, you're able to just instantly click with people and be yourself, or?
Yeah, I don't know if it's click, but I can mesh. I'm like training with people all the time, like 18 hours a day, like all the time, right? So I have to, it kind of forces me, and if I isolate myself, it affects the work that I do.
Yeah, I bet. Oh my god.
So I have to, but then at the end of it, I don't want to be around anyone at all.
So I guess it's good you live alone for that reason.
And just having a life outside of my work is something that is so important to me. Like friends who aren't artists at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No way. So that makes sense.
Usually they're...
Makes sense.
Yeah. All of my friends are like minimum like 6 years. Like there's like a few, like 2 I've made in like university time, but like a lot of my friends have been friends for so long, so like they...
Oh, you said 6 years.
Yeah.
I thought you said 60 years. I thought you meant like they were 60 years old. I was like, okay, that's a little different.
So yeah, so it's nice to have like those people around, or like...
Mine are like that too, actually. My best friend is 12 years, my other one's like 16 years, and the other one's 10 years. And they're all so different. One's a nurse, one's a dentist, and one's going into law, and it's like completely different things, right?
Yeah.
But it just works, and I feel like, I don't know, just having that bond with someone, it just separates work from life.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Like, it's, with you, I assumed that because you're so involved with your program, you have so many different classes, I'm assuming, that are all like lots of time together.
Yeah.
I assume that all your friends would be part of that program, like, because they're the people you spend the most time with.
It tends to be like that. I just don't feel that way.
Yeah.
If anyone in the conservatory ever watches this, like, that's not shade. I love all of them so much,
Of
but
course.
it's just so easy with conservatories. That's what happens.
Yeah,
right?
it's like being on like Big Brother or like a reality show. Like, you're in the same quarters for so long.
But I just have to have like a life outside of it, so then I'm not consumed, because it's really easy. 18 hours is a long time.
Oh my god, do you ever get just like, I mean, I'm sure you're gonna say yes, like, don't you ever feel so tired and drained?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever get a day just to do nothing, and no study, no rehearse, no nothing, just nothing? Oh my god, when's the last time you had a day like that? Oh no, please don't say like years ago.
No.
Okay.
Maybe, I know on my Christmas break,
okay,
like I went to go visit my dad and stuff. But like, I also am like working in the industry, right?
Yeah.
So even when I'm not in school, like I'm working.
You have like freelance gigs, photo shoots, whatever. Oh my god.
It's like, yeah, I don't. Thank God I love it, right?
Yeah, at least you love it. If you didn't love it, then it would be like shit. But if you love it, then it doesn't feel like work all the time.
Yeah, and we were talking about like practices and routines and stuff like that
is the time to yourself. That is the time to yourself. That's the time to relax and everything. True. And you make time for that, right? I'm assuming it seems like it.
And
it's so important.
I've done so much like internal self-awareness work that like I know how to do like a morning routine just while being in a room, while walking to class, like, you know what I mean? So like I don't need to like be like on my yoga mat all the time to be like
exactly.
peaceful.
That's what I'm trying to get to right now.
You will!
Because it's like, sometimes I'm like, I'm really tired. Like, this hour is gonna be, you know? So sometimes, like, in the morning, for example, instead of saying my affirmations, like, in the mirror, then I'll just, like, be in my car while it's warming up and say them out loud, right? Stuff like that. Like I try and incorporate little things into my life, rather than always having that routine. Because sometimes you're just tired. You want to sleep in. You want to just go straight to school or work.
And it's never worth it to like be like, I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I'm gonna force myself to, because that just
feels like a
totally
chore.
defeats the purpose.
Exactly. And that's what I've been like with the journaling thing. I used to feel so stressed when I missed a day. Yeah. But I'm like, it's okay. There's no due date. I'm not handing this in. Like, it's me. It's for myself. If I don't feel like writing today, I'm not gonna write today.
Do you do a lot of things for yourself? I'm asking the questions.
That's okay. I feel like now I do. I don't know what happened. I had this weird fucking like moment where I was just ready to change my life. Yeah. Because before all this, I was not self-aware at all. My anxiety was fucking terrible, like terrible, and I didn't do things for myself. I didn't know what I wanted or anything like that, right? Ever since this whole thing, this past month, like I feel like now I do things for myself, but I'm still learning like what I love, what makes me happy, what makes me sad, and what calms me and stuff like that. It's really interesting how much my perspective on everything has changed in the past month. Like even, for example, like this series. This is something that I'm really passionate about, like this whole Drive With Me series right now. Yeah. Because it stopped recording. No, it didn't. Because I'm very introverted. Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm very shy. So with the series, I've been trying to find people that I don't know too well, that I've only met a few times, that like I haven't gotten to know on a super personal level. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like me. That's why I like asking the questions, because I learn about them, and then the conversation kind of brings up more about each other, and then it gets me talking to people that I don't know that well, you know? It's because I never did that before. Like I would have, like before, I have a list of the people that are in the Drive With Me, right? The whole list was all my friends, and I'm just like, no, I'm too comfortable with this. Yeah. So I chose people I don't really know that well.
You're making a really big step by also like not being like, so what's your favorite food? Like, you know, like you're asking actual questions.
Yeah, like, cause that's why I like to ask some questions that I want to know, and then also the questions. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like you learn so much about people that you wouldn't typically learn. So it's cool. It'll be fine.
What are your best and worst qualities? I know, like, my worst, of course my mind goes there, but like it's my critical self. It's like the absolute worst thing, because it just diminishes so much that I work for, and it's powerful enough to do so. Yeah. And it's not true. Like ever. Like what I'm thinking, and my critical self is always wrong. And like just because I'm thinking a thought doesn't mean that it's true. Exactly. Just remember, but like it really makes me think sometimes. My best quality, probably my passion and resilience. Like I don't know what giving up is, and like I never do. So like I never do, even though sometimes I really want to. Especially emotionally, or like mentally, spiritually. Anyway, I'm so passionate about everything that I do that I want the things I want so badly, and
You'll do anything for them, right? I mean, 18-hour days. that in itself says that. It's like you don't do that just because. You do it because you're fucking passionate about all of it, and it's worth it. That's why you don't like. I haven't heard you complain about it once.
No.
Like because you know what you got to do, and you're gonna do it, and that's so important. That is a really good trait, because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. And you're very kind. That's another good trait. I have to tell you. You're like, you just have like good energy. Like you have, I don't know what it is. Like you just have good energy. Like when you meet, like if obviously you guys can't see it through the camera, you guys can't feel it, but like when you meet her, she's so like just nice. Like when I saw you, like when you did the shoot that day, right? Within 10 seconds of meeting you, even though I was probably like a little more quiet, because I'm always observing people when I first meet them. It's just something I do. So like when I first met you, I could just tell within like 10 seconds. I was like, holy shit, she's a very nice person. I feel like, I mean, I'm not trying to make assumptions. I don't need you to confirm or deny this, but I feel like you've gone through some shit. I don't know why. I feel like you've gone through some shit, and then I feel like you've just gone through it. Yeah. And I could just tell that you just, from the things you've gone through, I don't know, I could be totally wrong, but from the things you've gone through, that's made you like just a kind person. and an open-minded person. I don't know if you were like that before, but you just seem just like you give everyone a chance. Like that you're nice to everyone. I don't see you being stush or being snobby or being anything. I have to tell you that. No one ever, like, I feel like a lot of people don't say things, like they'll think things, but they don't say them.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it's just like,
people get mad weird when you say things though. Do you know how many like women, like I'll say, oh my goodness, you're so pretty, and they get so weird about it. And I'm like,
I know. That's been 1 second. This guy's honking at the light just turned green. But yeah, like that happens. They get weirded out, and I'm just like, I don't really care. It's like, I'm gonna tell you regardless.
I still mean it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so true. Like I'll tell someone like, oh my god, like your hair is such a nice color, blah blah blah, and they'll be like, oh, thanks. I'm like, okay, sorry I said anything. Do you find yourself to be an emotional being? Like, do you think that you fit into the stereotype that Aquarius are detached and heartless and emotionless?
If I allow myself to be emotionally invested in something, it's like 1,000%. Like it will never be like I'm like 25% emotionally invested. Yeah, and that's what the scary part is, right? Because it takes a lot to be emotionally invested into some, especially like people. And like
relationships, romantic relationships.
Yeah, that takes a lot. So, and I think I am very emotional, but I wasn't always. Right, it's only now I'm learning that like it's okay.
Same. That's literally what I've been talking about all week. Like it's okay to be emotional. Like you're fucking human. Like I'm embracing it lately. Before I was just kind of like I'm emotional. Like I really thought I wasn't.
I don't feel. I'm not afraid to like say like I'm not okay.
Do you find that when you first get into like a relationship, for example, do you feel like you don't feel for a while and you're wondering like why don't I feel what I should feel for this person when I know I like them?
Oh my gosh, it's the opposite. So I feel so much, and then like the clouds clear, and I'm like, I don't feel shit.
Okay, yeah, that happens to me too. Okay, no, so it's one or the other for me. It's either that, where I'm really like, oh my god, like this guy's so nice, and I accidentally lead them on. And
that's
then,
another thing.
Oh my god,
Aquarius being flirters.
People,
sorry
to say, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I feel like people just fall in love with Aquarius way too often. Like I've had too many guy friends that start liking me, and I'm just like, I don't like you. Like I don't want it. Like it's so bad.
Sisters.
Oh, it's so like, annoying.
You're taking my disposition and my pure energy as a person as something that it's not.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
I can be invested in you without that being romanticized or even emotional.
Exactly.
And you're, oh my god. And there's a what connection, like, you know, and I'm like, wow, it's so wild. And sorry. But also, I see why we're just, it's not our fault. It's not our fault.
Do you come across as heartless to any past boyfriends or anything? Like, have you ever thought that you were just kind of cold-hearted?
Yeah, but I know that it's because I need to do that in order to detach.
Yeah. But why do you feel like you need to detach?
If it's like a breakup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, or what about in relationships?
If I'm emotionally...
Like, do you, even if you are emotionally involved and you do like them and you love them and you know everything's good, do you ever feel like you come across as cold-hearted, like in a fight or like in general? Like, just because...
Yeah, less in, just because, like, I can give up if I wanted to, because I know that I am all I need in this world in terms of people. So in my heart, I know that like I will be fine without having any. It's not just like romantic too, like any relationship.
Friendships
right?
and everything.
So that's why I'm like, well, this is a choice. I think sometimes I can be pretty cold-hearted as well, but I'm probably just hurt.
Yeah, that's where it always comes from.
Yeah.
Do you find that you're ever mean? Are you ever mean?
Mostly to myself. I used to be really mean.
Me too.
Like really mean, especially.
I don't like myself though. That's good.
Yeah. And like I've hurt a lot of people. But that's hurt people hurt, right?
Exactly. I was the same way. I was mean, and I didn't think I was. That's the thing. I didn't think I was. I thought that like everyone was out to get me, type of thing. Like, and then I don't know what changed a couple years ago, but now looking back, I'm just like, I don't know why people were around me when I was like that, because I just wasn't that. I don't know, like I just wasn't. It's not even like I was like a bully or super horrible, but I just wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just wasn't nice. There's this thing, I've heard of it, the Aquarian Disappearing Act. Have you heard of that?
No, but I feel like I'm about to resonate deeply.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we're in our thoughts and in our feelings. It's kind of selfish, but we go ghost. We disappear. And it's more so, it has nothing to do with like the person. It's more so we want to think, we're being critical of ourselves. We need space, but we just say nothing about it. And we just detach and we just disappear for a second. Like we don't even realize we're doing it. We just kind of go ghost.
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah, and I used to do it a lot. Whether it was like social media or...
Did you delete your social medias a lot when you were going through shit?
Yeah.
I did the same. I can't do it anymore because my fucking brand now.
Yeah,
I can't do
I'm like,
it.
I'm booked and busy. I can't.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah,
but
I
I used
really
to
wish I
always
could,
delete
yeah.
it.
And then I would feel like I had to be cold-hearted to like justify how I'm acting.
Oh my god, I do the same thing.
I also let people back into my life.
Same. I always let them back in every single time.
Yeah.
But it's like I just need that space. I just need that time, and
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I just feel like we just need to communicate that because
Yeah,
people will give us the
sorry.
space.
Yeah.
Like people will give us the space, but the thing is, like we don't. It's like I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of selfish. Like we're just kind of like they won't notice.
Sometimes they don't even know.
Yeah.
And then we just talk again, and I'm like, you don't know that like
Everything that I went through in my
like-
mind just it's so it's so true. Do you think it's true that Aquarius can't fit in, thus being unique without a choice?
Yeah. I don't feel like I fit in anywhere.
Same.
Ever. And I had to do a lot of work to understand that like even just the idea of like home is like within me.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I fit. And like I'm in like this industry that I love so much. I still don't feel that way there.
Really?
Yeah. It's just there's also a lot of like systematic oppression that feeds into these things too. But yeah, I don't feel like I fit anywhere. But then I also think that like I put that upon myself as well to be like, oh like no, I don't fit in.
And nobody even feels any different.
No.
You know what I mean? I know what you mean though. I feel that way a lot. Like, up until this year, well, I guess 2018 towards the end.
Yeah.
I really spent like a lot of time alone. So I didn't really put myself in situations where I would know if I fit in or not.
Yeah.
But then once I started doing that more, then I was like, I don't know, I felt it. Like I was just kind of like, I've made peace with it, I think. Like I still think about the fact that, okay, I feel like I don't fit in, but I'm okay. I can adapt, I make peace with it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Like it's just kind of like, I don't even know why we might feel that way. Because we probably do fit in.
Yeah.
But we just don't feel like we do.
And like
Because our minds are different.
and no one is really doing anything to make us feel that way. Like
That's the thing.
people invite us places, people like do it all, and I'm always like, no.
That's so
gosh.
true. I think we have a lot. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna take me days.
Oh my goodness, and you're
Oh
doing
my
more
God.
than one of these?
I have three people to do this week, so I have like 10 memory cards, and I go through them like crazy, but they always fail on me. Oh, random question. As an Aquarius, does technology act up around you? Like things just go fucking haywire. Like things break, things crack out of nowhere, things just get fucked up. Oh, true.
This, my new phone I cracked so much that I had to go back to this one because this is less cracked than my current phone. I break everything.
I break everything too.
Everything.
I break
I'm clumsy.
everything.
I fall all the time.
Oh my god, me too.
Like, and
me
sometimes-
too.
Like, and I always get stressed because like if I'm using someone else's like something, I always think I'm gonna break it all the time.
When
like,
I use my sister's things, I say to her, Stephanie, if I drop this, it's not my fault. So are you sure you want me to take a picture? She's like, Ashley, fine. I take the picture. I've broken her phone twice before. Had to pay for it. I've broken 17 phones. 17 phones. A PSP, a tablet, a Kobo, a camera, another camera, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. Nothing really.
like breaking all my phones or just like things that like I don't know if I just like don't think hard enough about stuff like I just like break everything before I even use them.
Same.
Like, cause I just like don't think logically about things, and I'm like,
I'm careless.
Yeah,
I'm careless. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just careless.
You know, especially my phone. Like whenever I drop it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like,
it's nothing. Right?
I leave it for 5 minutes.
Like, oh, it's a scratch. It's fine. Crack. It's okay. I'm used to it by now. It's funny to hear that it's not just me. It's actually like a thing. That's so weird. Okay, so that was the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
We're gonna go eat.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat vegan food. We're going to this place called Parka, I think it was called. Yeah, Parka. We're gonna have some vegan food. She's vegan. I'm not.
Today you are.
Today I'm vegan.
Today you are.
Yeah, even though I had coconut milk in that, so I am pretty vegan today. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so far so good. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Check out Kat on Instagram. Anything else that you have?
Catcon.com.
I'll link everything below. She does everything, as you guys probably heard in the conversation. So check her out. Any last words? I don't know I'm gonna kill you. Any final words?
I don't know when this video is going up, but if it's still Aquarius season.
Happy Aquarius season.
Aquarius season.
Our birthdays are 1 day apart.
Wild.
Yeah, that's really weird. Anyways. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.